Hello and welcome. I'm your host, John Harmas, otherwise known as AceBullion. Martin, the silver trader, has sent me in this coin right here for me to cast my eyes on and give you my honest opinion and thoughts. If you like what you see, if you want to buy this or any other coins that Martin sells, check out the links down below under the More section, where you can find a link to the silvertrader.uk. You could also find a link to my own personal website, acebullion.com or .co.uk. And finally, you can find a link to the Precious Metal Forum, where it's a free forum for all to enjoy. Now, with that being said, let's have a look and see what today's coin is and what it's all about. Here we go. Alright, so here we are. We have King Charles III with a £2 denomination. This is on the, what I'm going to call the side that I put face down anyway. Now there is a warning that there may be milk or scratching on these coins. Of course, it is from the Royal Mint, so we can, expect Royal Mint quality. Sadly, that is the case with the majority of these. You may get one or two that, well, may be perfectly fine. But just expect the worst and be grateful for whatever may come. I think that's the Royal Mint's, motto at the moment. You might get a good one. Who knows? It's just bullion, right? Anyway, so it's the 2024 Britannia and Liberty, or I'm going to call it Lady Liberty and Lady Britannia. And one would, think that I would be extremely happy that these, this collaboration has been brought out because, being American and living in Britain right now, it would be a really cool image, one would hope. Well, yeah. So, what what inspired them was a count, and I didn't know what that meant. I had to look it up, it is basically, if you take a playing card, you're going to see let's say, a king of spades. You'll see the king on the top and also on the bottom in opposite directions, i.e., in this case, Lady Britannia and Lady Liberty, in opposite directions, just like the count on a deck of cards. Yeah, I wasn't really sure what that phrase meant until I had to Google it, to be brutally honest, because I never heard of a count before. This is a 1 ounce silver bullion coin, as mentioned, and this is a collaboration between the US Mint and the UK Mint, and apparently it's groundbreaking. Yeah, I'm not really sure it's groundbreaking, but anyway, we have both chief engravers, Gordon Summers and Joseph Mena from the United States. So Gordon Summers, of course, doing the portrait here of Lady Britannia. And as we rotate it, or whatever you like, we'll have Joseph Mena doing the portrait of Lady Liberty. Now, I will zoom in on this a bit more. But it is kind of, I'm not sure. It's too much. It would have been much better on a large flat piece, like maybe, I don't know, a bar that kind of is about the same size as a card, or something that would give them equal space, and maybe the designs could be a little bit more small, I don't know. Personally, I think it is cluttered. So let's have a look where it stands as right now. As you can see there, 2024 1 ounce 4/9 fine silver, and it says Britannia and Liberty. Again, Lady Britannia and Lady Liberty. As we look at it, we can see Lady Britannia there with the trident, and what looks to be holding the American torch upside down. But no, we're gonna flip it, and we'll see. Now you have a pitchfork, really, or a trident coming out of Lady Liberty's head. But there, of course, is Lady Liberty holding onto the torch with some stars and, stripes. really, really interesting, I guess. And yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's unusual. I don't like it. I have to be brutally honest with you. Again, as I said, it is way too cluttered. I do like what they've, attempted to do, but I just can't see it. Yeah, they're trying to share equal space on a very small design. I mean, I like the background. You can see that if I go a little bit closer here. Yeah. Now, under Lady Britannia, we'll have IRB, and under Lady Liberty, we should have JM, I believe. Or JFM. I'm not quite sure. I'm trying to have a look there. So this is a unusual collaboration. I was looking forward personally to seeing much better details. Lady Liberty, you can't really tell how many stars are, amongst and in her hair and everything else. And I am actually looking fairly hard. I got one big one there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe. I don't know. Let me know if you guys buy one of these, how many you count. But Lady Liberty's face is a bit bland. It's not really there. And then you have Lady Britannia, where again, it's much more detailed in the facial area. I don't know. It just, perhaps it's the minting of it. I don't want to say either engraver is better than another, because by far I'm not going to compare that. I'm not dumb. I haven't fallen on my head recently and injured myself. But yeah, it is interesting that this is how they depicted, each lady. I would have personally liked as well with Lady Britannia to have her hair flowing instead of wearing a rather archaic and ancient, what looks to be a Spartan, helmet. I mean, why? Now I know I'm ripping the coin to bits, but I mean, realistically, it's cluttered and it's just not done. I don't think, to either of the chief engravers' highest quality. I mean, perhaps this might look much better if there was, spacing and stuff on maybe a 10-ounce round or a 10-ounce coin, sorry. Maybe that might be amazing. But if it's as cluttered as this, where it's as tight, fitting as this, then no, I can't see that happening, I'm afraid. I mean, I do like the fact that they, as I said, that they are collaborating and they're trying to do something, but it also slightly worries me that, we're using terms like, this is groundbreaking and it's, an amazing special project. Well, are we trying to get used to terminology for something else? One would like to, or one may suspect, I'm not really sure. It's an interesting concept. Now, they have released another coin, which is the eagle and the lion. And again, I'm not a terrible fan of that, but I think I may like that a little bit better than I do this. Because this is just too much. This just too much. I would love to see, and look, I would love to see this to be really great, but it's not. I don't like how things are flowing into each other. I don't know. It's like mixing your bread with something that's like really soupy or something on a plate, if you know what I mean. You want to keep those separated until you're ready to do so yourself. You don't want to end up with a pile of just splodge. And that's kind of what this has turned into, is a pile of splodge. I'm going to coin that terminology. It's a pile of splodge. But I hope you understand what I'm saying. Anyway, it's an interesting first, but sadly, this one is not for me. I'm sorry. As much as I love it, the concept of it, the execution of it is not for me at all. Maybe I'm wrong. You guys tell me. You're the ones as well, that are going to be buying these things. So let me know if I'm wrong or whatever. But there you go. So I shall see you on Wednesday with another video. And there we are. Bye for now.